Hey guys, how you doing? Welcome back. I'm here in beautiful British Columbia, Canada, in one of my favorite fishing spots. And I've got the Subaru out. I'll give you the 360-degree view here. I'm in the Elk Valley here, and there's still a little bit of snow up on those mountain peaks. And just off the highway here, there's a turnoff, and you head straight down this hill to one of my favorite rivers where I go fishing. I'm gonna take my Subaru down there. It's hard to tell the topography when you just watch it in a film like this, but it's I've seen four-wheel drives go down there, and that's the river valley down there. And I've got Marty in the trunk. He's ready to go. So let's drive down there and see what my favorite fishing spot is looking like. You know, guys, I don't have professional equipment. I don't have sponsorship. No one pays me to do these videos. You know, they're not super. They suck. They're not high quality. They're just a regular schmo. We're going through this together, right? We're in this together, guys. It's hard to see, but this is kind of just a really. But you wouldn't want to take your car down here. You take a four-wheel drive or a truck. I wouldn't take a regular car down here, but the Subaru, no problem. And we're just going to take let's give you a view here. It's beautiful down there. It's nestled. We're nestled in the mountains. And here we go. We're just going to go right to the river, and we're going to let Marty run around. Boy, he's going to enjoy it. It's unbelievable how happy little Marty is when I take him on an excursion. There we go. It's just loose gravel, some rocks, fairly steep. I think a car would make it up, but you might high center yourself and rip your muffler off. If you're front wheel drive, you actually might not make it if it's a little wet. But oh, that's where we came down. There's some topography here. And there's a Texas gate here because sometimes there's cows here, which Marty loves to chase. He loves to chase the cows. Or are you supposed to call them cattle if you're from, if you're... So we came from up there, and now we're down here. Let's keep going right to the river mouth there. Little Marty's gonna love running around here. And it looks like there's a couple other people down here with their trucks. Usually there's no one here. It's such a beautiful spot. Oh, this is where I came to watch the meteor shower last year on August 13th. I'm going to come back and wait till 2 o'clock in the morning when it's pitch black. It's just amazing. There's no light contamination here. There we go. Going. I'm just going to scope out the river. I don't think I'm actually going to fish today. I'll just check it out here. This guy's parked here, so let's head down this direction. All right. Hey, Marty. Watch this, guys. You ready? Just watch this. Hey, buddy. Ready? Ho ho! How you doing, buddy? Come here. Marty, come here. Oh yeah, Marty's ready to run around now, aren't you, Marty? Whoa, okay, go get him. Now I always come down here and check it out first because every year over the winter the river changes, right? When the ice starts melting on the river, it scours the river in different shapes. And what a beautiful spot. I'll give you the panorama. Marty's having a dump. There's the beast. All right, Subaru Canada, are you going to buy this image so that you can advertise your vehicles? So we're just going to go for a walk up and down the river here. Marty's going to run around and sniff everything. Why can't we be more like dogs, you know? This morning I got up and like an idiot I put the radio on and the news started playing, and the more I listened I started like getting aggravated and pissed off, and I just sitting there, and Marty was at the door, and Marty made a little whimpering sound. And I went over and said, "What's the matter, Marty? He had to go out and have a dump." So I opened the door, and he leaped out, bounding like a happy 5-year-old going to a birthday party. Woohoo! Hey, Daddy, I could go have a shit now. Yeah, it's great. I could go outside and have a dump. He's like the happiest thing in the world, running, leaping, 100 yards, turning around. And then has a dump. He derived joy from going outside and taking a shit. Meanwhile, I'm listening to the news. I turned it off and I said, "Screw it, we're going out." Why can't we be more like dogs? Can you imagine if we were? If you were just sitting around with some people having dinner and you're just talking and telling jokes, and then you felt the urge? And you just, you looked at everyone at the table and said, "Guys, I think I gotta go have a shit." Yeah! And like run off, and why not? I think the world would be a better place if we were just excited and happy about everything instead of always being pissed off. Right, Marty? Right, buddy? He's getting a little anxious, guys. We're gonna go. I just thought I'd check in with you guys because we haven't shared time together recently. I need to get some better equipment. I need better recording equipment and portable editing equipment so that I can share my adventures. I'm going to go on lots of adventures in the new Subaru this summer, but it's going to cost me. So if you want to contribute to the Klaus Kellerman equipment fund so that I can, because we're going through this together, right? We're living this together. Me and you guys. Well, actually, I'm doing all the living, you're doing the watching. So it's kind of like a symbiotic relationship. But if you're enjoying it and you want to contribute, I appreciate it. Reach the edge. This is like a delta. Marty, if you drink that and crap all over the living room floor. Whoa, I got to drink smelly water. Yay! Now, if you look at the cliffs over there, they're a sandstone, and a lot of swallows live in the cliffs. Those are kind of like hoodoos have been developed through wind erosion. Now, in about a month, probably in June, runoff will start, and all the snow that's up on top of those mountains, see the peaks? There's still lots of snowpack. Not as much this year as in many years. It will melt, and all of this will be filled with water as the river empties into the lake over there. So all of this stuff here, this will all be underwater. And it'll re-churn everything up. And as the water then starts to drop, there'll be like a river channel here. Right, and this will be walkable. This will be, because you can see grass here, there'll be kind of a stagnant water pools there. And I'm going to come down here with my fly rod and catch big, beautiful rainbow trout that, and kokanee salmon that come up from the lake. And so I'm scoping out where all the amazing spots will be. So this is going to be one ridge I'm going to walk along. And I can tell now, look at this. This will be a channel filled with water right after runoff. And along that bank, I'm going to catch cutthroat trout. It's amazing. You got to scope things out. You got to use your Knoggin. And Marty likes to go for a walk. So far he's had 3 dumps and he's pissed on everything. And he's happy. And depending on how big the runoff is, if it's a real powerful runoff, it could scrape these channels deeper or shallower or move the rocks around. Some will close off, some will open up, and some may become permanent. So right now the river's really low because the ice or the snowpack is still not melted. So once runoff hits, this will all change. And there might be new channels. It's kind of neat. And do you know how you can tell if you didn't know where the river was and you're on an old riverbed like this? And let's say you're a geologist and you think you're on an old riverbed and you want to know which way the river flows. Well, this is probably disturbed. A lot of people have walked on here. But what you do is you look at the rocks in an area that they're not disturbed, and you see which way they're lying, okay? So, I'll show you here. If you see rocks lying like this, on another rock like that, then the river flow is that direction. You sniff that, Marty. Sniff it. Which way is the river going? Good boy. Because the river's flowing this way, flows over the rocks. It can't be like this. If it's like this, the river would flip it over. So it's how the rocks are leaning on other rocks, right? Yeah. And you look at how they're buried. This one hasn't been disturbed. You see how this rock is leaning on that one? That one is leaning on that one. The river was flowing that way. And that's all I got for you today. Look how beautiful it is here. Huh? I'll catch you guys on the next one.